Yera John Dramani Mahama. Yeah, Ghana for any mujidia who is a wano, and a bet me a shim or mino, every ahunchiremo, any emukodan nano and nano koto about a man one num. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Was she Bobby Brano or Bonchuanum? Ese waba, ketase shapra ye kankan, kwa bia so, wabahwe to wasi free se near manye, neno, and na wadin klata ababontin. Ya watch them say, what's the anti-corruption drive? Nani nyina mono ne dia wo mo ba bahwe ne secretary shepro ya ati se e wo titru ene aban adwuma mo ene emiamia ahodo no wo mahwe atuase na team no wo mo a ewom de odikan yera Sam Okudzeto Ablakwa won na ye chairman wo ye chairman de ye wa obefam ne de munyo Mr. Daniel Domelevo kane former kane Auditor-General so kai no bonu ho no aha wo wombi eti just de wa koma mu ne de do so COP retired yera Kofi Boakye say Nathaniel kan di ho wa pani wo tabo wo police mu se mu de oyeye en wa katim no ho yera Martin Kpebu private legal practitioner o wombi Raymond so wombi investigative journalist wo wombi eti sa edomi eno mo bekire wo manfo adwene wo montre so no maboaboa no ne ye hunu sade ekita hyehye pro ye kankan no edokoro wo manfo abaya dwuma mu nso ewom enti wote list na wa nyora Felix kwa chiofosu na nensa ehyasie wo spokesperson de ma Mahama transition team no no na nensa ehyasie edi ni minsa mama wana mama bodi ni bio wote a wa wunim se waye bibia corruption etia oman mo press 1 dia ni dia je press Honorable Okudzeto Samuel kandi umamfa Samuel ne hyase ansa Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa won na ye chairman e de matim no opani se me case ni si ye hu de oyeye wamfa ni agrokra na won na ye chairman e de ema anti-corruption drive no omo beko atia kitahye wo yera John Dramani Mahama na memuomu ne otoso mienu Daniel Domelevo former Auditor-General aban hono bia kwaye mu nsensem bebre wo so wamfa kwampa so na hono aso opani wo badwuma dodo ebi sese de na ye na kuti aban no hono no opani ni wo wombiti wo hono bia wo so di be wombi pe ya wo to so miensa si ko retire Nathaniel Kofi Boakye Commander 1 Bantiba Kofi Boakye akwati wasa wayi no no de ochi atai no wasa wayi East Lagos Executive Club nim ayo sa opani no waka group ni mu o ye ti wa corruption no won bil nka start ne so because the end you bedem ejo Martin Kpebu
Martin Kpebu
private legal practitioner
Martin Kpebu
lawyer legal na ba legal private legal practitioner na ba Raymond wom investigative journalist and to no ye investigation ni wi a no wa prato legal practitioner ne na so what you hwem me say et say what you hwem na mra no fa na Nathaniel achew
na wa passe
say dia de romo toto nya kra o
enti ya
general sonim no wa ba be hwem ma hunu say da bi ade no wo ye wi a no Okudzeto
ya start number 1 Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa MP Sir, me kada ya kwa me pese de na osi bon homoden
me peke
ya kone ne the MP is that Northton right Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa entwetwen komo me akwa ba na apomo etisen de
yo be so menya nyame adom apomie na oswa
nyankopon adom ahode wo ho meka last time e shia ye na me pe tama nkrofo wo mu wusu ai so be fa wo naja e shia the last time e wo hono if wo de hu bi de be hu ani say unam TV su screen su sai wo parliament sai o ma ha jari so fro kra nya de ya wo ba ai na jari ka tire ai
ampa medase ne ejuma pa mo be ye wo me pe nyame chwa mo na me chwa mo contributors during that disaster away from that but we stood here don't worry remember at the right time remember why
okay wadaroma wa homani breaki along the lines no mani bu awo kan ne yentini ye minim so betimi agire kakra bia maye na senya sanso ayem for back because yentu kakra ye kra my feedback ne very bad
that's terrible. Is it better now?
I think it's okay now.
Okay.
I think it's okay now. Now, the transition team, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President-elect, and the preparatory team towards President-elect's anti-corruption drive. A dear by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wo NNA, we are the chairman of this team. Dear Ankasa, NNA Mubabe officially said the Dean Ebaya and Koma Esikoi.
Yo, medase edika ma mencha tiefo nyina tiefo ebekaya during the launch of the manifesto of the NDC. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Auditor-General one of the major interventions of the rolling out to fight corruption. Oral no. It stands for Operation Recover All Loot. One of the main reasons in here the MPP has suffered the most humiliating defeat in the history of politics in our country. Ghana Fonyana rejected MPP because of corruption, because of state capture. Debia na new scandal. Mia Nkasa Ijuma Miya wa Parliament. Ubekaya from the Snake Hotel, National Cathedral, COVID-19 airport testing, all the way Moshosho expired rice, criminal rebagging, and all kinds of procurement breaches, sole sourcing, inflated contracts. I mean, so many of the scandals are, say, to me and retrieve Yesika. Meliste Yesika Akoshe Bibia and Sese Akoshe. For example, SkyTrain Yesika Ghana Sika over $2 million in Kofi Free South Africa. Yadi Yesika Amaomo Janiako. Yanya SkyTrain no that $2 million no Ayera and South Africans no Omo free South Africa by Omodiko. Many occasions say, Ben might be a friend of Carrie Summers, on also by become $6 million. Say, or raise fund for National Cathedral, or raise even $1. On also a journey. The last time in Constitution or America, all the presentation or was all fraudulent. On returning $6 million. Many occasions say, Ejapa, $12 million. Ashi. Walugo Dam, another $12 million. So Sputnik V vaccine, former health minister, Honorable Mamenu, or say he was under pressure. Into shakes be by the one of the deceiving or so to me. Russian Sputnik V vaccine, the Maya, and now also Otam Yasika, $2.5 million. The man. Because say there is a joint parliamentary committee report, MPP and DC MP. Actual, Akasa, contract no that $2.5 million no a fraudulent now as I say almost refund this ikano to Ghana as we speak sasikano and by it's not been refunded ente yesika akoshe the BNSS cathedral muna see $58 million over 339 million now so cathedral behind me Shraj for Akase who can Shraj report now almost say Ghana didn't get value for money. That project is illegal. It was just a criminal enterprise. And Yamina Meka Ukai, page 153 of the Shiraj report. Nina Ewoho. And Ghana for Dudwana expect is a retrieve Yesika. Because it will be totally unacceptable, a travesty of justice. Yesika hundreds of millions of dollars. Akwako share the wrong pockets, the wrong places now. If we just sit aloof, because to me, every retrieve, the money we have lost to corruption, and some estimates put it to about $3.4 billion every year. Sika ya losing to corruption, $3.4 billion every year. Yet to me, every retrieve Sikana, here IMF, here World Bank. We can resolve all of those matters. His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, President-elect, or say, young gather evidence, no. Also, Ejumana yes so far, you were considerable evidence, but you need it is a say, people are more emboldened, say, or more now we are in charge, who will have intimidated, will have harassed, or move every into people who have evidence, people who have worked with them, particularly public servants and all of that, will now feel emboldened, will now feel safe there. To me, I be presenting evidence. Sir, Kofi now move time $2 million or move produces Skytrain or more or more address for him. For how can we get them so that we get our money back? That shake now move the $2.5 million there. Or mobile my putting V vaccine or more Janino or pay for no more address for him. How did they get into Ghana? Who are their contact person? Middlemen, Ben or Muyuzi? Into things like that. Into Jumana Yababe, gather evidence. Any various pointers.
That's right.
Assassinate in Kofi state capture. Obekaya. There's a tall list. For example, we call cantonments, AU village, as state land. Article 257. Public lands are vested in the president for and on behalf of the Ghanaian people. Now, so president in Crawford, the party executives, the ministers, governors of the central bank, or more check assassin in Alpha, or AU village, as it cannot mutuaye. Just 183,000 cedis, not even dollars. Meanwhile, Okra, even $1.5 million for a plot, you will struggle to get a plot. Into all of these issues, including Labadi Beach war, hijacking on beachfront, they no longer have access, have ownership to their beachfront, including in Kofor Mustafa demolition. Labone say the Lomote Adote families, Obi, Anajo, Obejuri, or private properties, or residential property. I can say, assassin, say, a Nidia, or no, what Nidia and Munyana, or Pame or Munyana. I mean, no, say that Lomote Adote family, no, or more petition, the IGP, Ubekaya and Chair, GIS also, another bank. Invade Omofa Omasase. Into state capture no apostle so many places, parks and gardens lands, Accra, anywhere, prisons land, land belonging to DVLA, fire service for all over the place. Into all of these matters, no, state assets, Abain Sika, Sika, in Kofi after wrongfully. They have no justification to have access and to take over those assets and those resources. No, Yejuma young gather evidence so that when a new government is formed and the Attorney-General is appointed and he takes over, no, you have presented this evidence to the Attorney-General. Now Attorney-General prosecutions are SSL, and it's in fulfillment of the oral manifesto promise. His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama.
But with regards to the National Cathedral, you said they could be a court, we actually na court no cardio kaye. But the happiness what follows you from that time, documents in our provided, and the court to carry in no ABC. What is the latest development and issue free Weber?
Your latest development is there are many moving parts over the area of compensation. Also, buying a demolish President Akufo-Addo demolish properties we pray.
That's right.
Judges Bungalow, Judicial Trading Institute, Scholarship Secretariat, Passport Head Office, Mali Ambassadors Residence, Home Society Firm, Waterstone Realty Apartment Complex, bungalows belonging to Shraj. Enti demolitions when you know, it be a court or more demanding or more compensation or more seeker. Enti that is one aspect. Causing financial loss to Ghana has been occasioned by virtue of that matter. That is one aspect to our developing. We need to now quantify Sika, as I said, all those victims, and we have to decide as a country. President Akufo-Addo has to be charged or more, and because there was no national approval, by Parliament. There was no parliamentary approval. Ghana for Ama those demolitions. And there is that aspect, compensation. The other aspect, as I say, you watch it closely. In Kofuna, Mineu Kasa say 32 months and counting. Omuye Juma was National Cathedral Secretary. Omuguswa Eji Aketia salaries. Uka Ishraj report now is clear that for more than 31 months, that project has been stalled. Yejuma Bia and Kosovo project, a collapse. Enti Ebanisena project a collapse. Bia and Kosovo construction Bia and Kosovo. Now, so every month. Question as I say, you be saying, a private project. Una usi dai ebia usi kasa. Ana BBAC pese project no be cost at least 1 month break. The question is that during that break,
yes,
ubekoswa etia u mason, etia u foreman, etia u carpenter, u Tyler, u electrician. Will you keep paying them every month?
Exactly.
Into idea in our private life. Adentina say ba abai more because anya yanka say sika abai sika until we don't care. Into one of the things ye committee we be and it's we will be demanding continuous payment of salaries and allowances to the secretariat and the board of the National Cathedral. As I said, because almost say Ghana sika. Idea in our private project. You see yanka say sika. Idea tolerating. We shouldn't do that when we are in public office, when it is about public resources, when it's about the people's taxes. And that is one aspect of National Cathedral.
Okay.
The other aspect of National Cathedral, the criminal aspect. Obit is the double identity conduct that he engaged in. Fortunately, the High Court Human Rights Division are ruling the conduct a criminal. And Onuna Odimiko Court, he lost that case. He's appealed. He's lost a couple of times. But clearly, that criminal conduct, is a matter that will have to be addressed. It has to be dealt with because about crime there is no expiry date.
That's right.
And we have those criminal aspects, and then in Kofi, as I said, we refund the Yesika. Obiti said David Ajay. We share the kind of inflationary pricing. Yesika design a restaurant, just one restaurant, to attach to the original design. Now we're charging $5.7 million just for design. I mean, you wonder how much the actual construction will cost. Design and variation of the design there per restaurant come $5.7 million. And then there's Carisames keeping at $6 million and all of those others. The people who must refund money to Ghana, Omwedi Ghana bro. As I say, Omo FA Yasikano, Omo Doso, and committee way ever pursue Omunyana. We will go after them, make sure we get the evidence, and Omoswa, Omobe approaching voluntarily, and would like to even refund monies. It will also help them ever so that draggy issues, and then you won't have a situation sanctions that they will suffer severe sanctions. This is also an opportunity. Well, confess it, well, refund it. For example, more or more a warrior seeker over $2 million for SkyTrain. Omo refunded. Omo this canaba ebe. It will be better for them than when we go after them, gather the evidence, and then the new Attorney-General begins to prosecute them. That will be a very, worse situation.
But on the SkyTrain, does it mean say the minister at the time, this time around, say investigations in official most start here, move friend no or be Chinese semwana.
Oh, definitely, the minister at the time, Honorable Jogati, definitely he would have to come and offer some explanation.
Okay.
Make I say, your parliament, we try to get it, but now Omunina, I said the back. Yebisa Honorable Amewu or Onim Hoshe, Yebisa Honorable Jogate, and also say, it came order from above. All kinds of not be the key excuses, but this is the opportunity. Whoever was above, wherever the directive came from, we can now get to the bottom of the issue. This is the advantage of the way a Ghana for Waba Omama, the NDC, an overwhelming majority in Parliament, and a commanding lead by the President. That mandate, is for accountability, and we have to make sure. And let me emphasize that.
Yes.
Yeah, the witch hunting.
Oh, okay.
So when you at the bonnet, when we are Ghana for Sika, you are fine, you are safe. We all work together, we live together happily. But the focus is on more fire Sika, billions and billions of dollars. We don't know where those monies have gone to, and which has led to Ghana's current bankruptcy, Ghana's current insolvency. To even pay our workers, to even buy equipment in our hospitals. Meanwhile, Yasikano Akoshe, the wrong places. Into no witch hunting, it will follow due process. Yet the evidence now, say boa or minor, Yanina say to me, and Yasika we are a beboa Yanina.
Okay.
Promises the new government has made, they can be able to use those retrieved monies, to fulfill those promises.
This $58 million, no, esika wo mo yusu awie, ana esika na wo mo atwa aneda ho. Me pese ho uchem mie pa.
Then sika ben.
Make $58 million ada bia ye kan ho asem about the National Cathedral, no. Yes.
Yeah, National Cathedral. Yeah, sika ashi. Sika almost to National Cathedral project no. Obekaya during the vote of censure hearings in Parliament, and Ayebisa Kenoforiata said, you have been withdrawing funds illegally without parliamentary approval into a full breakdown. And now can say, okay, Obe call back to the office and then give us the full breakdown. Or call back to his office and or respond here in an official letter. And or state withdrawals, the illegal withdrawal. Because I say under the Ghanaian constitution, only parliamentary approval, you cannot withdraw public funds. But he defied the constitution and did those withdrawals into $58 million. And your projection, and your ADR na or more expected to spend the debit, or more say Sasicano, Ashe, or more spending, or more the Ashe, National Cathedral anymore. Now, so what we see, a monarch here, a big hole, the world's most expensive pit. In China, what kind of charge report now? Charge for almost say field inspection, they couldn't believe what they were seeing. Say $58 million per, and all it gives you is a whole. In China, what kind Bishop Daki Ward Mills, the respected Bishop Daki Ward Mills.
Yes.
What kind of resignation letter? Or Cho Muse, he cannot or no we see a sorry cashier with far less money. At the time now all resigning, now almost spending about $30 million. And he wasn't seeing anything. He said his conscience cannot allow him to continue to be serving on the National Cathedral Board. When in his private life as a church pastor, what to me is she sorry, Kesteoko Kodesh, Ekwape Mountains, you see his magnificent edifices we see. And he didn't have to spend that kind of money. And that is why he resigned. That is $58 million. A actual expenditure. A taxes. And yet we don't have value for money.
Before I make Jamu call Nansen with the rice, yeah, the commercial for se womuni now casa de na spy and now more package. After all this, I win a babontin, FDA becan say, and send me how can Sisu Papa Bia. Well, with the quo ye about this expired rice, then the name more catchall, there's not say free ababu.
Yo, this Moshosho rice scandal they told you. Na sama mania mi pa se adentina sikanti ya young Crawford Ghana for fellow citizens omubeye ya brosa particularly in Kola omo school. I mean adentina when him say a moyama contract kesiye millions of Ghana cedis say import ediania a ye top quality. Now wako imported Moshosho rice I spy. Now when him say I spy into pese schools no be home. Now wako National Food Buffer Stock Company warehouse. That is even the shocking part of Minia. Omo nkoshe ebia kukumi bimu ana say in rural bimu and some hideout.
Yes.
Omo call government facility. NAFCO for warehouse at Wakumasi. And now omo call ye rebag criminal conduct into omo call tall bag for our mature bag meso ECOWAS rice made in Ghana. Into Ghana the yena ye deserve expired products. On the new bag no made in Ghana. No expiry date. Over 22,000 bags. Answer na FDA 4 results because there was a tip of police for Kochi and an order from above said mon release yomo. Mon release a monoma in Kofono. And omoko distribute a mono. Until by 6 February 2024, FDA 4 results by based on the police request. FDA 4 results no e confirm say a mono I expired na a mono weevils. It was weevil infested and then it had high fat acidity into a mono enye emma yankola. Now so answer as a result no bebano on the 6th of February. Now by 2nd, 3rd February now omod che ammonia omod distributing over 22,000 bags into our secondary schools. In Kolan Edi. Into what this new government is going to do, so far this scandal yanchi obia ya retrieve ya sika omo ayema omo good money millions of Ghana cedis ko order the more yet correct papa omo ako order the more enye weevil infested I spy ye retrieve sa sika no contract sika no ye retrieve and criminal rebagging no so mu ye no yanchi omo and prosecute omo enti ejuma wo ho say ye all of those who did that omo ye criminal rebagging no omo a payment or munim said company no should not have been paid because the omo ye no a criminal and ye all of those people into both the public officials including FDA for omo complicit.
Yes.
Any the Lamens company, private company, no, all of them will have questions to answer. And they will be certainly one of our targets as part of our work in this company because recover all loot into Obibia or Yesika where there is no value for money because Yamau Yesika your taxes say Koto Emoa Enye Emoa I spy never tell the young caller. That and then there will be prosecution to serve as a deterrent. Next time, no, we will share NAFCO facility. And a NAFCO for also the board, the management, our Omoma coin, so Omo facility, no, should be used for that criminal enterprise. No. They also will face sanctions. Because media is the only way, and yes, if we don't punish these crimes, some people will feel that, oh, okay, better me, I get these things, and you get away with it.
That's right.
There are no consequences. Until things can even get worse. The impunity will reign supreme. Until those who have engaged in these things, no, they are so that next time, no, everybody watching, public officials, no, we will be guided to do the right thing.
Okay. But before I be call with the policy back one by the buyer and I say Okudzeto office make sure special prosecutor more be how different is it going to be from who they are mobile buyer that be?
You say special prosecutor no awarded to me to prosecute. And we share the mandate law, man of parliament. No, it is for him to prosecute corruption and corruption-related offences. Yes. The reason why I created office of special prosecutor was that the view was that Attorney General normally amount to me and prosecuted members from their own party, their own cabinet colleagues. They only go after political opponents. Until let's create an independent officer on to me at dealing with corruption, even when it is happening now. Unfortunately, no, the jury is still out there whether the whole OSP experiment, no, whether it has helped us, whether to me pursue current corruption. If particularly if you have a president who is a clearing agent and who frustrates, Ubekaya in China, OSP, Obeya press conference, Wadane Ankwanuma.
Exactly.
And that analysis whether OSP office but that is a mandate for corruption prosecution.
That's right.
It is a fact finding, evidence gathering. We are gathering the evidence. I am passing
there. Kwan of fast you see no when sunu pampa so o ma maya boka amaya kwa hunyahia mu meanwhile the oka so this Ghana kwan wan kwan ne said na esitie.
Fantastic. That is it. Right. You really say you gather evidence na they are prosecutors. Prosecution. We don't have that mandate. We are gathering the evidence. And meanwhile evidence is more than a room.
I see.
Over 80 scandals am exposing over the last 8 years. And we will put all of that evidence together. The incoming Attorney General, now the Office of Special Prosecutor, then they will analyze the evidence and then prosecute.
But to be honest, Juma wa born within the 8th Parliament, ne bro adwenenti so let of normal abba our officer encourage in terms of Yesika, a free Senate, a free national cathedral, said Yesikoye, Nankofueka, when you're the top priority of our country. Nina Muno, and go for Diwatem, Nankofu can central, and the threat messages at the Biaunia. If Adnamisra normal Sakukudruno, now going forward, the baby and Sebasaba now, so not Yadin Komoe on Okudzeto Ablakwa.
Amen.
Mepacho yatra so no bonkomoto now ko.
Honorable.
Honorable
na mepacho say sisu maye say nyame ya aduma next year de better hu ofia ha sei ye hia pa.
Yo member it's a long outstanding pledge in member.
Mati.
One of my New Year resolution.
Thank you.
All right. Papa nano pay. Anyways, MP ma North Son the Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa and now tisi no twetwe nkomo. Nti yako sombwe.
Yay, what's
up? When you chairman, the transition team. Hey, Domelevo.
What this can be started swing?
Was it?
What this can be started swing? Because less than the money. What the young papa just and one more list in him. I can't say more.
But me, I never say,
and you make with one.
I said a good damn say.
You know when you be free,
I feel now or deba until good damn or one way back 1 p. Zebia Ojia Bansika. And now our castle the quack could maybe Naja, one fan could this Edmano. Sky trains, yes, it chamber for him. I think I will beg my son name you. Show now angel top wa Santa and was
come on, yeah,
hey,
Roma,
I do ya bobo.
I'm a man, yeah, Mediana Migidia, sir, once I am back bullet train. Sir, Bakuna to shoo, says he and no Nana Migidia, send you from Jaja, bet me, I said sky pass over him, Nade. Nana, come the crying now, see where you're I know their man,
now, I am a who crampon is a come have their had a dano. You're turning in our time as scraps for none of me call back be what dear. When most stores as see Sababia a train in before when I'm just a quiet daha more the stores as is so. Now there no so a goose no, you didn't ask to call scraps. It didn't sound was it. Yeah, we are going. Pabrania Charcoal to Toby's minister or say, ha, onim your befire. Say, call him, say one the bill to try, or move quote to try, or more they call him, or must say, ha. And if Sir John Dramani Mahama and some now can say, operation also Babayano. Say, Sammy, so Ben is a pepe. Men quay 9 day wonder dear. Now with the kind of names or dear Bonombe or man pepe dear. Not Jim Nikata, Senate Prodebia can so Ben pepe. Men quay say, Yatra minipa. Samia minipa, ayi sister minipa.
And your political talk, dear.
Yet
who send your baba queer war
Bisano.
Oh, yeah, one also to take special prosecution. And say,
one will be a man said the as independent body. No, baby, no, be remudia and man pepe dia. And I think John Dramani Mahama already a gun somehow. Aye, that's one. Domelevo,
Munye. Media squad and the Muyama Reho. For say, what would you want your politics, dear?
And I make an so bad man said the city because we had national cathedral. Aye.
Domelevo done from Horn.
Aye, yeah.
Running in Sona down. Why did you go to Brown? Oh, Commander one, Sona, Commander one, Babakumas in Kenya, what about when Yasam could
say, baby?
Yeah, two no case you could do up was yes, and yeah, now we are day. Said your baby son, some pa, son, I said, overquack with them, Kakra, walk with them, Nuntino, actors and no crowd kind. And I legal practitioner, no son, and that's all. A 2 rest card now. Yes, woman, I could be say, ya wash Makuma Mama.
On the check,
now on the check,
now can we walk on the chin. No, Brunia do.
Oh, watch it, and your body. Now make a crash and away crash or also cran who found who you even.
Sir Ujempa National Cathedral. Aso mine and pempenso ya babedru ye say Russian Ukraine war and nti yesika sema ba fom ye say said yesi kono ye nyesika ntwe adwumafo ka enti ye de haircut aba adwumafo de wa brand moje ni aya adwuma over 30 years ye say haircut aba ye de mpaso twetwa mutiri so omusika omoda investment for 30 years come on papa can say we adwuma over 30 years ni sika ode agu ho nyina no esan say haircut ne buy na yae Sassikari nyina ahe also on a factory the pharmacy shop ewo places bi say you are your friend saying tema oh what 2 minutes GRS mini ECG for so mini enti ni sika akra nanka ene da so nyina wo ho say ne ho kire no a nka akra okwa yi kakra be die no ye kwa say haircut bi aba so na no ko nti ebisa say eno ene ye the top priority of our country wa brana ni pay we komodi nipa na nipa tete ana aye kan say Russia Ukraine war nti nkomo we nyina na ekoso ya na uhwe ya musokro de wo ya uhwe ayi Notre Dame de wo ya minim se nkofo ko ho ekọ nsrahwe emo kra de gisika na ade ha ba ya de no kwan e fa so yesi no no misi yensi ye mesro yensi ye kwa fa so yesi ye besi no na no na ye papa na a sika ye twa ni nyina no ahekwa besi ne babia na judgefo ete efia hodo na esisi wo ni nyina no edu ba bi ye kon hotels and ma bi so mo kwatana in the meantime
me dear baby almost no na me problem yes edikan ehɔ na ankasa no eniema ye be kan say efe ya yetimi kokɔhwɛ wɔ saa area hɔ nti me no personally na baby ayesi no na mani nye ho na mani gye ho si ebesi aso fi amanyame ene de obi bɔ ne tiri mo pɔ so obeye bibi amanyame a
enyankopɔn na ka se yensi mana
eno de emfa ho saa
so bebre
eno de emfa ho saa se nyankopɔn
ka sa nkyere wo se nyankopɔn na ka se yensi aso da no mana because
but so obi bɔ ne tiri mo pɔ se meya ade amanyame a meya na menni apama wɔ ne nyankopɔn kɔ ye so eno de men kasa ntia efre se eduru ba bi a enema bi wɔ hɔ a ye challenge ye ho ne ya amanyame ene individual so kra ne ye challenge ye ho ne ya ye bibi wɔ bre mu wɔ den ma ye amanyame enti waka so obesie no me na me ni problem wo ho so wo ye bibi ama nyankopon sebe nyankopon a meme sum ne bie se wo ye bibi ama na me ni problem but baby a wo see no ye won sase tam bebre ye betimi ye develop yo even sa western region ya ukosi u start wo hoi nanka o mampani na nado danko ekufu ado betimi akosi wo western region enti se me pe aprobo bi me pe yi a bro wo ho esi no wo ho ashanti kura no wo de be fa nsa ashanti ye crowded enti no ye nkoye wo ho a no problem ye betimi akosi wo srem enti se me konsra hwe akwa bibi me ko bompa yi a metimi akosrem esrem ye be nye sika kakra ya ye de be hwefutuo mo ho ma esrem nso develop eti me baby wo see no won kran no na mani anya
ko bia senke bia obesia ne papa mu a onfa ko bia da outskirt
onfa ko bo abonte
baby ti se bia
esrem ya baby e won develop ye no kwasem ne se esrem ye ka development a mo lake pa eti se ye koye bibi sa wo ho a enipa botwi ne ye ko ho no e be bo mo nso anya kakra de wo to aduane benya sika de wo chichiri bibi benya sika firi se wo mo ka se niema bebre na na beba mu enti nan ko mbetimi akwakoye ne wo ho sabe na ho hia se ye be ne nkran kuro duayi mu e ho kura kakra na akra ho agba peso ye sase ye bibi kase se sa wo ho ti nipa no e kwa no wo aba edie ya me ho no kwa na mo problem wo ho but se ne e kwa ye obefa so afande ne nyankopon ne ko apam ne die e ho na me nso bi ni da ye nim bi ti ho no die e ye nsempi ti wo no ane ne nyankopon asem e no wo mo eyi ya no sesi a na se de foto no kokodi mu pa ne da mo amutwa ye die ayen sempi wo mso mbahwem me de me pa ne se no kredie bedadi ni ya hwehwem ni ya hunu se ampa asomesi obenten sika ni nyina ama ni nyina bae ya de ye dai na politics enwurem mpempi no ene ama se ni nyina no aya na politics tai wurem ya ne yete kane mampani ya watisu sesi ya wo ba be koyi na nadodan kwakufu ado bokọ de ya special prosecutor ikosi sai o prosecuting nkofo dodo sai ni nyina wasi ye hunu eye no kre omo te saa ne ama na ya na ekosisai ekowie sai anti corruption ebe wie sai ebe sisai ba ne nyina mu nso ye besa sere se ma mo mfa bitterness nwuram mpempi no obi wo wa wase ya kyerate aban we ye mi sei enti kwan bi ya so me nso me de ne beba fam wo bra me ye ni sei saa ne ama ne de ya na emmoa eti se ye pese perepere ye ekoso a ye besere sa perepere ye no enkoso tote maye ne ye nyina ye nya no yie papa mo man no de ye hwehwa no se obi a ho be ye ne de na wonsam trofo nso name ye and basabasa ya ekoso after elections no
yes
opani ba ko wo ye adwuma e wa asrafo ni mu no watwero me nkrata tenten wo se saa ne ama na ekoso no eduru ba bi ye mfa so buo ni bi mo nsam trofo ensam trofo timi ha ye nika ne ma dodo wase ye video bi epie free wo boase ya sojafo no mo atake guy bi kwa wi tire video mienu ne baaye sam trofo yire wo mo ho na sojafo na ebu abrantie bi wo mo bukromafo no na de be but the first video e baaye no ye hunu se crash bi ahye soja ni bi asum sam trofo ho anka aka ni phone crash phone money phone ni saye sam trofo ho anka ba wo react ya no sam trofo ho eno enti eduru ba bia enye de bia na sam trofo wose ye kogina temamufo afa de enyenye ye condemn ni mienu nyina enti eduru ba bia wose security for no security agencies na meka na asem se police army ni ade ni nyina no se bibi koso obepese ne magina hodin ni yesi ye hwehwe musumu wi a na ne de wose woko no ni akire no woko memfa me hu magimu bi me nso mi hia me nkwa enti eduru ba bia ya nhwe ni sa ebeduru sa ade no ama ebide besie no emwa
afena wanya no bia waka de ya medase basto mi gina ho kase at the time wo man wa ho hihia mu
wa fa ba
eno na ye the top priority of our country hwɛ nsɔre ahodoɔ agya ɛwɔ kurom ha wode fa la pass yɛ kyerɛ yɛ hwɛ nsɔre ahodoɔ akɛseɛ anim nkuma Monday through to Saturdays and Sundays nsɔre ayɛ kɔ ɛno ne na hia at this time ana ajo
ya one church wo ka one ka national church